make it! Oh God.
For pugs, and I'm doing some things to my tractor, so I thought I'd show you what's going on here. Also, I thought I'd show you this. Got little white lines right there. I'm looking a little bit older. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to light your face on fire. Got it healed up now, but it was fun for a while. Anyways, we'll just take a look at the silver bullet and see what kind of tweaks I'm doing. Tractor on the lift, 15,000 pound lift, 300 pound tractor. Hey, gets up where I need to work on it. Right here is my front bumper, the winch bumper as you can see, and it's no longer attached to the tractor. We took it off due to weight. It turns out that bumper is 38 pounds, and that's an awful lot for a racing tractor going around, so I need to lose a little weight, so I thought I'd go ahead and take that off. Here's my new bumper. That's my lightweight racing bumper. But what we did is we made it so you can pull two bolts on both sides, one on each side there, and you can slide that bumper off, grab this bumper, slap it on there, hook up a couple wires, and it's back in action. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to move on and show you some issues I'm having with the steering setup. This steering is zero camber, 0 toe, and 10 degrees positive caster, which is this bolt is kicked forward a little bit. That makes it nice and steady. I've had it up over 50 miles an hour and it's rock steady at speed, runs real nice. But let's take a look down here. This here is my tie rod connection, and it turns out I put that on there wrong. I didn't know any better. It's something called ackerman angle. Ackerman angle. Let's see if we can show you what that is. Let's go ahead and turn the tire all the way to the left side. As you see, I got some pretty decent steering there. I mean, it's turned. But you look over here, and it is really cranked. I mean, it's just cranked the snot over. Now, supposedly, what you're supposed to have, Ackerman does, this is the inside tire here on the curve. So it's got to turn a little bit more than the outside tire. So instead of being like this, it should be like that. And this one here should be cranked out. So I did some research and used Google. It turns out there's a pretty easy way to set your Ackerman. Come underneath here, you see these strings? Directly below the tire, in the middle of the tread is where I have the string attached. Runs all the way up here, right there to the bottom of the kingpin. And of course, I have it on the other side, also up to the bottom of the kingpin. Then we look up here. There's where the string's attached. You can see the string underneath. That bolt is actually supposed to be right where that string is. So you can see I got some pretty serious modification to do to get that over there. But that should fix my steering, and my tractor will no longer plow in the corners when you crank it in the corner. So that's what we're up to here. We'll have a good update later on Rainbow's rig, which is it's hiding over there somewhere. Yeah, you can barely see it. It's kind of dark over there. But that's it for now. I'll catch you guys later. Here, I was going to show you how the different steering angles are on this. So anyways, toe, you have that axle and that axle. Toe is, if this here is pointed in towards the other one, that one's pointed toward this one, that's toe in, and that way would be toe out. And if they're both perfectly straight across from each other, that's 0 toe. 0 toe is where we set ours. Camber, you come around to this angle. Camber is your tire. If your tire was here, up and down, if it was tilted this way or that way, I don't remember exactly which way is positive or negative, but we don't tilt our tires at all. We keep that right at 0 also. And our final one is caster. If you look at our kingpin here, you can see it's kind of the bottom's kind of kicked towards the front of the tractor. We set that at 10 degrees positive caster. If it's tilted this way, it's positive. The other way is negative. So that's positive. Now I've had this tractor up over 50 miles an hour so far, and it handles like a dream at speed. I mean, it is rock steady, no vibration, no shake, nice precise steering. So I'm very happy with those angles. We just got to get this ackerman fixed, and maybe the corners will be better. Up now, I still have to finish welding and tightening up some adjustments, but everything's set and the steering is much better. But if you look over here, you can see where the string is and where my bolt is. I didn't quite get all the way over to where it should be. Reason for that being, you crank this around, that's as far as I can extend my linkage without hitting the axle. Because of the way mine's set up, my pivot's mounted right here, and it's spinning on that bolt. Well, my other tractors, the bolt is welded to the spindle, and the whole thing turns. So you can mount on the other ones. You can come off the bottom here and mount your tie rod connection. So you can swing it all the way over to the right, and it'll clear the axle. So you can get a lot more ackerman out of those. But unfortunately on this tractor, that's the maximum I'm going to get. And as you can see, I still got to weld it all up. But if we climb up here, give ourselves a little bit of a top view. You can see they're about the same. The inside one does have a little bit of ackerman to it, a little bit extra angle, but they're pretty close to the same. Before, this one here on the right would be whammed way over. It just made a hell of a plow. And you can see again the other way. They're exactly the same. Everything's been measured out. Everything works nice. So we're going to weld this up, try it, and hopefully I'll have a fastest freak tractor.